Hello, today I want to do a book talk about The Dark Monk by Oliver Potszch. I really enjoyed this book and I highly recommend it. It is book 2 in the Hangman's Daughter series, and I feel like Oliver Potszch improved from book 1 to book 2 as a writer. The first book had some pacing issues that annoyed me, and when I started the second book, I have to tell you, I was really excited. It got right into the action and things kept happening. Clue after clue was delivered for the investigation. The characters are back. You've got Jacob the Hangman, Magdalena, the Hangman's daughter, and Magdalena's love interest, Simon. The first book centered more on the Hangman, I felt, and so it was nice that here in The Dark Monk, Magdalena and Simon got a lot more attention as characters driving the action and the point of view. Though I don't want to give spoilers. I'll just say poor Magdalena. She she suffered through so much in this book. Sometimes when you experience a story, it feels unrealistic because in a Star Wars kind of way, there's this cosmic sense of fate that draws the characters back together. And Oliver Potts managed to avoid that kind of old trope feel of, oh wow, the characters just happened to end up back together, by actually giving reasons that these characters started out together, separated, went on their individual journeys to find information in this mystery, and then wind up back together in a logical, reasonable sort of way. I will say there was one great frustration with the book and one minor frustration. I guess I'll cover the minor frustration first. There are a few lines of dialogue toward the last third or so of the book that annoyed me. And again, it could be a lost in translation issue because the book was written in German first and translated into English. But there are several lines that say Simon and the two women, Simon and the two women. And I felt like the language was a little sexist instead of listing out their names, because once Simon shows up and the women are around, suddenly their names aren't being mentioned as much. And that felt a little strange to me, just in a sexist use of language sort of way. My major frustration with the book was that in the climactic moment, and again I'm trying to avoid spoilers, that there's this encounter that was confusing. And I thought it might have been my fault that I was confused, that maybe I read too fast or lost my focus for a moment. But I read this as part of a book club, and other members of the book club agreed that they were also confused and lost during this epic climactic moment that Oliver Potts built up that became a bit of a mess. And maybe it's just the way that the scenes were described, or some details were maybe left out. I'm not sure. But all of us in the book club were saying that we had trouble visualizing, which characters were where and exactly how some of the things came together in that big climactic scene. So read the book. I think you'll know what I mean by that. But even despite that issue, it's a really joyful read. Some of the people in the book club said that there were moments that felt like Scooby Doo. And once they said that, I thought about it. And yes, there are some really delightful, funny moments of people who are in this gothic historical fiction setting investigating murder and conspiracies, and little silly things happen. So it is fun for a historical fiction novel that is a mystery that you would think is going to be very serious to have some playful, humorous moments mixed in with it as well. The book is part of a series, and there are 7 books in the series. Now that I've read the first 2, I really want to read the rest of the series. One of my colleagues who is in the book club said that she most enjoyed the 3rd book in the series, The Beggar King. The author, Oliver Potszch, also has 2 other book series that he's done. One of them is The Black Musketeers, which has 2 books in it, and the other one is a Faustus series, which also has 2 books in it. So I recommend the book and the author. I'm going to do my best to try out his other books as well. Hope you enjoyed the book review. Join me next time when I'm going to take a look at V for Vendetta. Peace.